Hello, YouTube. Again, we are live again here on YouTube once again. Well, folks, let me turn it around here. Let's get centered up. Okay, well, folks, we put the other one up. We put the other video up. We put up another one. Just a little bit more information about Burlington and what we are about. I just done a video on Facebook on our Facebook like page. It was about 30 minutes long. I try to only do about 30 minutes at a time. There's so much that you can say about an organization. There's so much you can say about an organization. You can't do much more than what I do. I do them around 30 minutes long. I try to cover everything that I think an organization needs to take. Someone needs to know about an organization to have trust. Okay, to be able to have trust in an organization or a group. I wanted to, Jake, and go over a few things, tell you what Out Burlington is about once again. Again, we are coming together January the 10th. Mark that on your calendar. January the 10th. That's not this upcoming Wednesday. It's the Wednesday after that. It's the Wednesday, of course, after New Year's. What I told the folks on the Facebook page, and I'm going to tell you, Out Burlington is about friendship, love, support. Friendship, love, and support is our core values. Nothing else. There's nothing else, no other words can describe Out Burlington other than friendship, love, and support. Friendship is us all coming together and carrying the conversation. Love, it's about giving each other a hug when we see each other. Support, someone that is just came out, someone that is scared to come out, someone that is, let's see, curious. It could be either curious, questioning. There's many definitions for LGBT, because I know a lot of the transgender, what I have heard and what I have saw, a lot of the transgender, they get scared because on the out, it may be a male on the outside, but on the inside, they feel like a female. And if I felt like that, I would be scared too. Okay, if I felt like that, and if I was scared, I wouldn't want to talk about. I wouldn't want to talk about this to my parents, especially if I have not told my parents that I was transgender. But I'm not transgender. I'm not talking about me. This is just hearsay. Okay. I'm not, but this is just, I'm just talking in general. Let me get my tea. Hang on a second. All right. What I'm talking about is just hearsay. What I am talking to you about tonight, how a person may feel. And tonight I had a visitor here at my house, and again, I want to let everybody know that I'm not going to say anybody's name. I'm going to let you know that just a little disclosure. I'm not going to say anybody's name. I'm not going to out nobody. Just to let you know, for safety purposes, I will not be saying people's names. Okay, keep that in mind as you watching this video. You're not going to hear somebody's name being blubbered out of my mouth, and if I do blubber someone's mouth out, I'm going to have to take and I'm going to have to delete the video. But anyway, back to what I was saying, as far as a person being scared. Again, someone that lives in a home that is lived that which called biblical life, a lot of them are scared. This is the support that we can give a person that may be scared. Now, if there's something a little bit more above, something that is just a little above what I can do, I will take and I will get them some other help. Okay. I talked a lot about other organizations also in my Facebook video. I tried to mention all these other organizations where I don't want people to think Out Burlington is their only outlet. No, Out Burlington is not our only outlet. I want everybody to know, hey, Out Burlington is not the only one. And he is saying, and I am saying, no, I am not a professional. But to a point, I am a professional because I am gay. Who else could tell this but another gay person? You understand what I'm saying? Who else could tell this but another gay person? That because I was in that boat at some point. But I did not know nothing about no organizations. I didn't know nothing about a P flag. It was like, what's P flag? I took and in my coming out and my figuring out what I liked and what I liked, the internet is what helped me in what I liked. So, the only outlet I had really was Yahoo chat rooms, which no longer exist. But again, I want to tell people it's the part of being scared is where Out Burlington would come in. It's the part of finding gay friends is where Out Burlington would come in. A part of Out Burlington is also showing love. There is a lesbian that lives, I think, here in Elon. Again, no names called. But I could tell you this. This lesbian, she was kicked out of her house. Actually, she's transgender. Because on the outside, female. But under the clothing, on the outside, she's a female. Under her clothing, she's a female. But on the inside, she feels like she should be a boy. Nobody understands that feeling. Everybody's always worried about, hey, that's wrong. You should be what God created you to be. Well, sometimes that could be a little bit confusion to a person to feel one way on the inside, but be different on the outside. So I just want all of you to know, our Burlington is there for that being scared. That's what we are about. We're about to give you that support. We're about to give you that opportunity to sit and talk about it if you prefer. We're also there to give you that love. That maybe your family member goes, no, we're not cool with this. I just want people to know this is what Out Burlington is about. I've been telling y'all about the conversation at Out Burlington. Well, the conversation at Out Burlington can be anything you want it to be. And that conversation is to help you to break the ice with all of us. Okay? If you're able to you're able to speak to us and tell us about that summer vacation, to tell us about what you got for Christmas, to be able to tell us that funny story, what happened to you at school or at college, to be able to tell us all that information. Then that opens up another conversation, and then you learn about us. That we are not going to judge you for who you are and the situation you may be in. So, again, I am not a professional. Well, you can say somewhat I am, but somewhat I'm not, due to the fact, no, I'm not a psychologist. Don't claim to be. No, I'm not a professional on gender. No. All this is life experience. Okay? Let me say that again. All of this is through people that I have met, over the years. Okay? People that I have met. I have met a lot of people over the years. I've just met a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people's stories. So this is the reason why I can sit and I can say honestly, I know how people feel. Because I went through the same situation. Okay, now, community. Something that I covered in my very first uh, my very first video on Facebook is the video about the community. I want to say this. The community in Alamance County, okay, the community in Alamance County, I feel, and this is the way I feel like it's kind of separated. Okay, you got me? The reason why I say the community feels separated is because it's always that group of people that is helping to plan Alamance Pride, and then there's that group of people that goes to PFLAG. And it seems like there's a connection there. And if you're not a part of that connection, you're not a part of either one of these organizations. Okay? And again, I'm not talking smack about nobody. I want to make it clear. I fully support both of these organizations, or I wouldn't mention them in my videos. But it seems like there's a community, two different communities, and it seems like they fight for two different communities. And something that I want to do, and I hope someone from these two organizations will see this video and see what I'm talking about, and think about what I'm talking about. There's a connection between these two organizations, Alamance Pride and Alamance PFLAG, but there's a connection. Elon University, there's a connection. If you're not in that connection, it seems like you don't get support from either one of these organizations. And both of these organizations is 501c3. But what I want to do is I want to break that connection, and I want us to all be one. Still, Alamance Pride still do what they do. PFLAG still continues to do what they do. But I want the people that is a part of both of these organizations to come and be one without Burlington. And I would love to have those people a part of Out Burlington. You know, I said it in the first Facebook video, the Facebook Live video that I did before. And like I said, I don't want people to take, oh, he's talking smack about the other organizations. No, I'm not. They don't realize what they're doing. That it's kind of separated. And the college is in the middle of it. If you're not a professor or a student at Elon University, you don't get no support. And I'm hoping somebody from these two organizations will see this video and think about what I'm saying. I'm not being mean. I'm not calling nobody no names. It is what it is. And that's where I want the two organizations to send somebody to Out Burlington to be that spokesperson for their organization, and to be there and support everyone, no matter where a person works, no matter no matter what. Send a person to speak, and let's bring the community together without Burlington to make out Burlington one. Make out Burlington the actual community. No, Out Burlington is not 501c3. Okay? No, it is not 501c3. I'll be the first one to say it. I've said it on the Facebook videos. I'll say it here. Out Burlington is not a nonprofit organization. What Out Burlington is right now is a social group. That's what Out Burlington is right now. It is a social group. And that's where I want Out Burlington to be right now. 501c3 later. One of my friends, no names called, he mentioned to me about, again, that conversation of an LGBT center. I've done tried to have that conversation, and nobody came to the meetings to try to make that happen. Again, let's bring the three organizations, the two 501c3s, and the one that is not. Let's bring it all together as one, where we all are after the same purpose at the end of the day. You know what that purpose is? It is support. It is support for the ones who feel different. We are after the same community. We're after the LGBT community in Alamance County. And I would like to see it become one. Not three, one. I need all of you to step up and step out. Stepping up is coming to the meeting. Stepping out is either you coming out, if it's possible, or stepping out and giving your support. It's all in there. This is what I want Out Burlington to be. I want Out Burlington to be about giving support and giving love and being a real friend to someone that needs a friend. You know, maybe I'm not the one you want to talk to. Maybe you find somebody at the meeting that you would like to talk to, that you feel comfortable with. No, you do not have to come to me. Again, I'm not a professional. But maybe you can find that friend at the Out Burlington meeting that you can instill trust in and be able to talk to them. Maybe your parents don't understand you. Maybe you still live at home. You done came out to your parents, but your parents are kind of still fussing because you said you were gay. Maybe if you talk to the parents and say, hey, Mom, Dad, Let's go get a cup of coffee at the Blend. Right along around 7:30 on a Wednesday. And you know the Out Burlington meeting is that night. Hey, Mom and Dad, let's go get a cup of coffee at the Blend in downtown. And that's when you see the meeting sitting at the table. That's when you come over and you speak. $7:30, the second Wednesday in every month, minus February because of Valentine's Day, we will be at the Blend. It'll be the second Wednesday. P-Flag meets on Tuesday night at 7 at the Elon Community Church. I take and I give you a personal invite to go to P-Flag and check it out. Check it out. Because they can be a lot of help to you. Maybe to you as a mom or a dad that don't understand your child. I don't care if they're 16. I don't care if they're 40, and you still don't understand. Why is my child gay, lesbian, bisexual? Why is my child this way? If you cannot get those answers from somebody at Out Burlington, I do advise you, and I do suggest for you to go to P-Flag. But to get your children to come to Out Burlington, because Out Burlington is going to be solely ran through LGBT. P-Flag is ran through parents of gays and lesbians. Alamett's Pride is made up of LGBT adults. So, if you can't get your answers at Out Burlington, I do take and do want to put the word out there. Take and go to P-Flag. But still come to Out Burlington, because that's the friendship that you may need. That's that personal friend that you can sit down and you can tell them stuff that you're not going to tell somebody at P-Flag. Something that I have been failing to mention on my videos, and I'm trying to take and make it a part of Out Burlington support, because not only am I talking about, two organizations, and this is a very important organization in Alamance County, and that is Alamance Cares, which of course it's a part of Alamance Regional. It is nonprofit. They do HIV testing. They do STD testing. Also, the Alamance County Health Department does all the testing, and it's totally free. All testing for all your STDs, HIV, all that stuff is totally free through the Alamance County Health Department or Alamance Cares. Alamance Cares is a very good organization. They do free testing in office. So, like I said, Alamance Cares is another organization that if you feel like you need to get tested, please, you can do that at the Alamance Cares office on South Church Street, or you can go down to Graham Hopedale Road to the health department. Those are two organizations that does your HIV STD testing. Also, they carry all the stuff to protect you, and they have all the information that you need about protecting yourself and keeping yourself healthy. So I've been failing to mention that in my videos about Alamance Cares. Let me get comfortable here. I've been failing to mention them in my videos, and I want to continue to mention them because they are a part of the community, and Out Burlington will definitely be supporting anyone who thinks they need to get tested. All the testing that both organizations do is private, and all your information is protected by HIPAA. So don't think they're going to go and they're going to put it in the newspaper. Jim Bob came up HIV positive today. They're not going to do that. Just to let you know. Okay, more about Out Burlington. I'm trying to make this a video that is about Out Burlington and what Out Burlington is about. And at the same time, I'm trying to pass along some other information in these videos. I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to continue to at least do one video a week talking about Out Burlington, talking about these organizations. If I get any more information that I can share with you about these organizations, and if they're doing anything new, they're having some events that may be coming up that you could be a part of, feel free to watch these videos every time I post. Make sure you take and follow this page on YouTube, this channel on YouTube. Make sure you follow this channel and where you can get this information. Also get more information about Out Burlington and its events. Speaking of events, I want to also mention something that I want to take and try to do this spring, along about March, whenever the weather starts breaking and starts turning off warm. Of course, after the time changes, where we can still have our it'll still be at 7:30, but I want to have a potluck, and it'll be from 7:30. It'll be from 7:30 to. It'll be from 6:30 to 7:30. Also, 6:30 to 7:30. But if we do a potluck, we'll do it at one of the parks. It won't be at my house. It won't be at nobody's house. It'll be at one of our city parks. We have many. And we've got a lot of parks that we could do it at where we could be confidential, where you won't be outed by nobody. If nobody will see you, if need be. Okay? Everybody would be welcome to bring a dish to show their cooking style, or they can bring that delicious dessert. But don't bring leftovers from Christmas. But again, that's an event that I want to make it one of our first events that we have after Out Burlington's done came back together. Is to have a potluck. I think that'll be a lot of fun to have, and that's a great time to socialize. That's just a great time to socialize, and it be in a different setting. Some other events that I want to mention. I mentioned this tonight on the Facebook video. Is I want to mention also, I would love for us to be able to march Also, I would love to have a member or two to start going to the meetings to help plan NC Pride. Maybe have some members of our group to go to alternative resources of the triad to help plan Greensboro Pride. Maybe have some members of our group to even go, and if it's possible, to go to some of the meetings for Alamance Pride to help plan Alamance Pride. I'm not sure if Alamance Pride lets members of the community come and be a part of their thing or not. I'd have to find out. I want to take, and I want for Out Burlington to be involved in all aspects of the community. Maybe have a member of the group to make sure they go to PFLAG every month. To share, to come back and share. Maybe I can't come to PFLAG on Tuesday nights, but I'm able to come to the Out Burlington meeting. You can come, you can share what PFLAG talked about. No, do not out no one. Please do not out anybody. But if they're planning an event, come back and share the event. But again, I'm not asking nobody to go to these things and out people. Do not do that, please. That's the number one no. But I want Out Burlington to be involved in every aspect of the community, no matter what it is. I want Out Burlington to be supportive in all aspects of the community. I hate to say this. This is kind of a negative subject, but if you need to talk, just say, for example, you go to the health department, you get some bad news, and you need a shoulder to cry on. Or say you need a shoulder to cry on. You need somebody to talk to. Maybe you have not told your parents yet. Feel free to come to Out Burlington and cry your eyeballs out. Find somebody to cry your eyeballs out to. That is the support we want to give. No, we're not going to tell your information. That's not right. But what will happen is we will be your support. And I will give you my shoulder to cry on, if need be. And I'm always open to listen. If you need to talk, if you need to talk to someone in private, if you would like to talk to me in private, feel free. Go on Facebook, look up Out Burlington on Facebook. Like that page. My phone number's on there. You need anything, my phone number is on the Out Burlington page. I'm a former Uber driver. Everybody's got my phone number. But again, come to the meetings. Bring any type of conversation that you want to. to the meetings to help you get to know us. I said this in one of my Facebook videos also. Something that we'll probably will do every meeting just to where we know you, we know your name, we know where you came from. You can tell a little bit about yourself, that type of thing. You can let us know if it's totally up to you what you tell us, but please tell us your name and maybe if you're from Burlington, Graham, Mebane. Where did you hear about Out Burlington at? We're going to go around the table every meeting and we're going to give you a chance to introduce yourself to the group. And that way, that breaks a little bit of ice also. And also, if you need that support, please bring that along. I also bring good conversation with you at the same time. Something that would be good conversation. Good conversation is always good to do. Okay? That good conversation, we need it. Out Burlington is coming together January the 10th, 2018, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time till 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We are going to meet at the Blend, downtown Burlington. Downtown Burlington, the Blend is on Front Street. You'll see Smitty's Ice Cream. Then you'll see the Blend. If you're coming from Church Street, you'll see Smitty's Ice Cream on your right. The Blend will be the next open business on your right. Then across the street from that, you got the Paramount and you got the Co-op. So if you know where the Paramount Theater is, you know where the Blend is. If you know where Smitty's is on Front Street, you know where the Blend is. 6:30 to 7:30, the second Wednesday in every month, minus February, because Valentine's Day is on a Wednesday in 2018. We're going to meet on Thursday, the 17th in February. Let me say that again. February, we meet February the 15th, I got my dates wrong, mixed up there. February the 15th, we will be meeting. That's on Thursday, and it'll be at the same time, 6:30. From then, unless there's a holiday in there, or something really awful, some bad weather, or whatever the case may be, we'll meet on the second Wednesday of every month, other than the month of February. We'll meet at 6:30, unless it's a potluck or something special. Our meeting place will be the Blend, downtown Burlington. I would love to see all of you there. I want to see all of you there. I want you to bring good conversation. I want you to bring your family. I want you to bring your friends. I want you to bring I know you can't bring your pets. Sorry. But to the potlucks, when we have potlucks, you can bring your pets. But, at our regular meetings, our regular socials, you can take and you want to leave the pets at the house. But when we have a potluck, we'll try to have a spring potluck and a fall and a potluck right before it turns off fall. Well, right before it turns off cold. We'll try to have 2 potlucks a year. And again, we'll try to do the prides. Try to go march in NC Pride in the parade. Let's see. If you want to know more information about any of the organizations that I have mentioned, feel free to Google them, and they will definitely come up in a Google, or look them up on Facebook. All those organizations are on Facebook. They probably have websites and phone numbers that you can call about all the organizations that I have mentioned tonight on this video. My name is Eddie Talley. I am from Elon, North Carolina. I hope you find this video educational. I hope to see you at Burlington week after next. Please come and be a part of our conversation, as the Burlington LGBT is coming together as one at the Blend, January the 10th, 2018. Thank you. Happy New Year, everybody. See you next week.